president of the school. This school born in 1934, so about 80 years ago. And the particularity of this school is that it is very next to the industry. So we born for industry, and still we have a look. We take care of the need of the industry. So we have, of course, also fashion design and the sketch and other matters in our courses, but always with thinking what the industry is needing now, what they ask from the school, and from new technician and new stylist and new pattern maker and so on. Now I ask you, you know, now we are going to speak about fashion. Okay? So, can you think if you win a lottery? Okay? So lottery means 100 million dollars in your pocket. Okay? So you go now, and you go near here. There is Monte Napoleone and so on. So you have no problem of that. What kind of dress you look and you want to buy? Please, which characteristic you look for?
The newest trend.
Sorry?
The newest trend.
Newest trend. Sorry? Fabric quality.
Design detail.
Need to wear any fabric. What do you say?
Detail.
Detail. Sorry. Okay.
Very innovative, something that's different. Very innovative.
Very
Different. Very unique.
okay. Unique. Something else?
The perfect fit.
Fit. Okay. Now we make a definition about fashion. Okay. You know who make fashion? Not the brand, but just the sector that make this kind of dress. You know? Very simple. Sorry? Okay, not simple to make the question. However, I will suggest atelier and industry. Okay? Both they can do fashion. Just a moment, sorry. Atelier industry. You know what atelier does? You know the name of the fashion that atelier does. Produce. You know? Sorry? And what industry does? Okay. Okay. Very simple. Huh? No problem. You know the difference? difference between both?
Couture is handmade and sometimes more avant-garde. The prêt-à-porter is available at a higher price point, but still to more people.
Okay, everything you said is right, but it's not there is a really as a macro difference. This is everything is right, huh? But before there is another one.
Yes, the high couture is like it's made to measure, and you only get a certain amount of pieces. Where ready to wear is like mass. It's still handmade.
Of course, handmade, of course, and what is the consequence of this? This is one. Okay, one by one, more than one. Okay, serious. You know, they have something together, but very, they do together, almost together. Fashion show. Okay. Okay. Until 1968, more or less, 60 years, the fashion was only on atelier. Okay? You know what happened after? Do you know how was the system before? So atelier make the fashion show, and after industry check some idea and make only few patterns and few models, without doing, of course, fashion show. After happened something, in 60 years, something changed. What happened? You know?
Okay, based on the book that we read.
Yeah, that's what
Yeah,
we
but
said.
based on, we read a book called Reconstructive Italian Fashion. It's how the United States practiced Italian fashion. And from my understanding of the book, what happened was Pucci started making like the ski wear, and it became ready to wear. And Americans, they wanted more ready to wear because it was easier. Like, you didn't have to go to the atelier to get
This is
made.
okay, this is good to play. However, there is one fact very important to understand, that at that time there were a joint between industry and stylist. This is very important. And for example, one of the most famous example is Armani and Faccis. Now, after became the industry name became GFT, but at that time was Armani and Faccis. And the owner of Faccis was Rivetti. So these two men started to think, oh, we feel that medium class want to buy fashion. And, but they cannot, of course, buy haute couture, too expensive. So we have to do something fashion, but so a little cheaper. So start predatory. The key point of the fashion show is that before that day, that night that you see the fashion show, nobody has seen before that kind of garments. This is the key point. So, impossibility to copy. This is the key point of the fashion show and of haute couture and predatory. Do you know what happened when haute couture make fashion show? Do you know the system? So, for example, you are very rich and Mr. Armani or Mr. Versace or something, Dior, invite you to a fashion show of haute couture. What happened? You like one dress. What happened?
You say that you want it. And then it depends if it's stylist, they can kind of make a little bit of change.
Of course. So this means one very important thing, that the same people that produced the garments of the fashion show produce the garment for you. Very, very important. And of course, you know, high couture, haute couture, minimum price 20,000, 30,000, 40,000. So they can do also.